or so just coming streaking overhead. And then there was about a 4 or 5 minute lull. And then there was a second barrage with probably more missiles in the second barrage. And towards the end of that second barrage, all of a sudden shrapnel started falling. The first indication I got was I'm standing on my front porch filming this footage for you guys because I knew the world has to see and has to understand what's going on. And I heard a thud about 50 feet from my front door. And after it was all over, we found this piece of shrapnel, which we will show. One of the guys went to go grab it. If we can't find it in time, we'll put a picture of it up on the screen. And then you're outside just hearing like smaller thuds all around you, just tons of pieces of little metal
just like
falling from the sky.
Kind of just whack the ground right beside you. But I'll tell you what was so just wild. It happened with the first Iranian attack. It happened again this time. As we mentioned, over in Jericho, supposedly there's an Arab herd. I don't know the whole story yet, hadn't come out. But that same thing happened in all the Arab villages around me. When the rockets started going, we started hearing the cheers, the whistles, the celebrations, the fireworks, the firing of weapons, the guns. That's an Arab tradition. When they're excited, they go and shoot their guns in the air. This happened literally right behind us.
The lights you're seeing behind us is just...
These are all Arab villages that were celebrating the attack that just occurred. To me, that's baffling. I can't get my mind around it, but it does tell us one thing. It tells us that I want this to be very clear to all of those of you listening. We're a bit fired up because we just experienced an existential threat against us and the whole nation of Israel, everyone that stands with Israel. These people are not peace partners. These people are arch enemies of the nation of Israel. And if you doubt that it's the whole community, why was there an uproar from the community of support for Iran and Iran's goal of annihilating this country? This has to be known to you. This has to come forth. This is the truth. This is the feeling that's here on the ground, is these Arab neighbors are with Iran in Iran's attempt to annihilate this nation of Israel.
Let's just make it really clear. And I mean, if we're sounding a little stronger than normal, give us a little room, because every person in Israel just lived through the same attack that we did, with literally an attempt to annihilate the state of Israel, every corner of the map. Let's just make this very clear. The majority of the Palestinian Arabs that live in the so-called West Bank, that the world has been trying for decades to create a Palestinian state with the so-called two-state solution to give this land we're standing on right now, the majority of them were screaming and yelling and celebrating the fact that Iran was trying to destroy Israel with ballistic missiles. The same people that in the same land that the UN just voted to kick Israel and kick the Jewish people out of within the next 12 months. The UN literally just voted that Israel has to withdraw from this territory. 800,000 Jews have to be kicked out of this territory. The people that would take over are the people that were just screaming less than a mile down the hill from where we're standing right now, maybe half a mile below us, screaming and yelling in celebration. These are the people who were celebrating the fact that they were just hoping and praying that Jews would be murdered en masse while Iran attacked.